The first time in more than a decade, a company trying to bring silicone breast implants back to the American market. The NASDAQ firm, Inamed, says the controversial devices are safe. Opponents say it's too soon to tell. Both sides doing battle today in front of an FDA advisory committee in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Mike Huckman joins us live from there with a report. Michael.
Good morning, Mark, and these are just some of the thousands of pages of dense data that Inamed has provided to this FDA advisory committee to try to convince it to recommend approval of silicone breast implants. This hearing, which is just getting underway in the hotel ballroom behind me, is scheduled to go until 10 o'clock tonight and then continue throughout the day tomorrow. And depending on who you talk to here, at stake is either billions of dollars in sales and profits or the health and the very lives of American women.
Today, workers near Inamed's Santa Barbara, California headquarters are inspecting empty breast implants. But this facility could soon be turning out these shells filled with silicone gel. That's if demand takes off like the company expects it will, should the FDA reapprove silicone breast implants in the U.S.
We just believe that women should have the option inside the United States to choose either saline or silicone, just like they have that option outside of the United States.
For the past 11 years, most American women have had to use saline or saltwater-filled breast implants. Only women who needed reconstructive surgery or who were willing to participate in a clinical trial could get silicone implants. The FDA banned them from the mass market in 1992, after women like former Walton star Mary McDonough complained of chronic physical and mental health problems.
It's reckless and irresponsible to endorse a device that we all know causes health problems.
McDonough and other activists are now urging the heads of Health and Human Services and the FDA to maintain the status quo.
I implore Secretary Thompson and Dr. McClellan, don't let this happen to American women. It's wrong. It doesn't work.
The furor over the old silicone implants forced one of the manufacturers, Dow Corning, into bankruptcy. Even Inamed, which then went under the name of McGann, had to fork over more than a $30 million settlement. But now, armed with recent government and private studies and 2 to 3 years worth of its own clinical data on women and animals, Inamed wants another go at it.
There's been no other product that has been tested as much as breast implants.
Joanne Kuhn is Inamed's Director of Clinical and Regulatory Affairs.
All the evidence shows that there's no reason to believe that that silicone in a woman's body would cause her any harm. There's just no link.
And for that reason, Inamed says it's done nothing to make the silicone implants either new or improved.
Basically, they're the same implant. For sure, the silicone chemistry is the same that's been marketed years ago.
Inamed's rival Mentor is also trying to bring silicone breast implants back to market. The companies are located just around the corner from each other here in Santa Barbara, but Mentor is miles behind in the regulatory approval process. Mentor officials declined to be interviewed, but in a written statement, the CEO said that he believes the scientific evidence overwhelmingly supports the safety of silicone implants and that they will eventually be approved by the FDA.
Lazard Frere medical device analyst Dr. Alex Arrow, who follows Mentor but not Inamed, thinks the FDA might actually help Mentor come from behind.
There is precedent for the FDA approving devices that are similar and compete with each other at the same time, even though they've been submitted at different times. I think it will be, science versus hearsay, and I think the weight of the science is in favor of approval.
And within a few years, Dr. Arrow forecasts the worldwide breast implant market could nearly double to $650 million.
We think the market is due to expand dramatically if this approval goes forward, and that's why there's so much at stake with this approval.
It's just softer and feels more like breast tissue.
Dr. Brent Moelleken, a Beverly Hills and Santa Barbara plastic surgeon, is referring to what he sees as the more desirable properties of silicone gel implants, which, if approved, he believes will unleash pent-up demand.
Once the FDA gives their seal of approval, then I think a lot of women will be more comfortable getting a silicone gel breast implant. They might even come in and have their old saline implants taken out and removed and replaced with silicone gel breast implants.
And that was a report from Mike Huckman, which brings us to our Squawk Back poll of the day. Do you think the FDA should allow the use of silicone in breast implants, yay or nay?